It's time for another show-stopping Sammy.
The Korean edition.
Oh, and these burgers are drenched in amazing Korean flavors.
Oh, and we build them from the ground up.
Layers and layers of unbelievable juicy deliciousness. Trust us, after one bite, you're gonna say,
well, these aren't my mama's Bulgogi Burgers.
and you gotta say it just like that. Okay. So hey everybody, I'm Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My layers and layers of Bulgogi deliciousness Loon.
That's right, just call me Bulgogi.
Bulgogi. We're doing Korean, we're doing burgers, we're fusing some things, and it's gonna be amazing.
So good, so
We're
good.
gonna start with what I call my super fast, easy kimchi.
Easy kimchi, yes.
Kimchi, I
We're
love
taking
her.
some shortcuts.
We are. So I've got to say before we even get started, so this is, I got this recipe, I can't even remember, years ago. It's an affront to those who make kimchi from scratch, but it works.
We've made kimchi from scratch.
I know we have. It has to ferment and all. This is, but I think it's delicious. So this is how we did it. So I got a Napa cabbage. Sometimes they're sort of small, sometimes they're huge. This one I got two, but this is just for the two of us, so I'm doing a smaller one. And you cut off the end, and then you give it just a nice rough chop, and then you're going to you need 2 quarts, which is 8 cups. I think I said that right. Of water, and then we're going to put a whole cup of kosher salt, and then
Is it 8 cups or 6 cups? Oh no,
it's 8 cups.
Okay,
it's 8 cups, and so we're going to then use our whisk to try our best to get that dissolved. If it doesn't 100% get dissolved,
how much salt?
A cup. It's a lot because what that's going to do is it's going to really make this this cabbage really soft and delicious. So we're going to pour that into the bowl, and probably when you're doing it, if you're like me, half of it's going to not make it into the bowl. It's going to go everywhere, and then you can get the rest of that.
You just got to slow down.
You just got to slow down. I get so excited making this easy kimchi, and it's fun to say easy kimchi.
Yeah.
And so then you're going to let it soak for an hour. Then you take it over to the sink with a colander, and you just dump it into the colander, and then you're going to rinse it away. You want to get all that excess salt off there, and then you put it back in the bowl, and you see how it's just nice and soft and yummy. So now we are going to make the kimchi sauce.
Yay!
And the one thing when you're making these wonderful, amazing bulgogi burgers with kimchi, you need to make sure you have at least a minimum of 750 little bowls because it's got a lot of.
You go through all of them, and we usually make it more than once. So we gotta wash the bowls.
I know, it's ridiculous. This is one of those things that it's probably not a weeknight meal because there's some, but it all can be done in advance. That's
it's a good Labor Day or for a barbecue.
A barbecue, if Labor
Day's coming up,
and this is a different. We're getting ahead of ourselves, but it's kind of different. It's fun.
Calm down.
So that was 3/4 of a cup. Simmer down now. 3/4 of a cup of rice vinegar. You can use rice wine vinegar, which is a common, but it's hard to find. So rice vinegar, I think, is good. This is 3/4 a cup of scallions, like one bunch of those scallions that you get from the store. Just give them a nice chop. This is 5 tablespoons of fish sauce, which now I'm telling you can find fish sauce anywhere. We found all of these ingredients we got
at our grocery store,
our local grocery store here in North Texas. So you can find it, or you can order it online. This is one of our favorite things to cook with. This is 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped ginger. This is 2 tablespoons of delicious minced garlic, and what I love about Korean cuisine is that it's that combination. There's maybe a little bit of heat, but there's also a little bit of sweetness. So this is 2 tablespoons of sugar, and now we're going to get a little bit of this is not hot, but this is 3 tablespoons of good old chili powder, and then this is a teaspoon. This is the heat, but not much. A teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Okay, so now I'm going to mix all that up. It's got that beautiful color that the chili powder gives it. And
fabulous.
It's fabulous. And then so let's get this out of the way.
Okay. Are you
Get
talking
that
to me?
No, I'm just speaking to myself. Okay, so now I'm going to put this into there. Isn't that look wonderful?
Ooh, that looks really good.
I know, I'm telling you. So now, this is the cheater part, what I'm about to do. You're going to say, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but it just works. I've got a plastic baggie here.
Yeah.
And
Do you need help?
Yeah, I think I do. Okay. This is good if you have a Loon on hand.
Yes, yes.
And we're going to transfer it into this bag. Oops.
I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you might be thinking, I know what you're going to do. You're going to put it in the fridge and you're going to let it
a little more in there.
You're going to let it marinate. That's what you would probably think. I do that a lot of times with all types of things that I'm marinating, but that's not what we're going to do. It's not that kind of a day. We're going to go over here to the stove. I have a pot that's simmering. This is make sure you use just a heavy-duty freezer bag will work.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it in there and we're going to let it just simmer for about 30 minutes.
Totally. That's awesome. And that's the shortcut.
That's the shortcut.
Okay.
And it brings all of those flavors together and it really works. So, okay.
All right.
That was fun. So now it's your turn.
Now talk about a mise en place. That's
right.
a mean mise en place.
That is.
So I'm going to make two things. I'm going to start off with the Korean barbecue sauce. So good.
It's delicious.
It really adds so much to this burger.
It does.
So we've got that's a third a cup of, I'm going to murder this, gochujang. God bless me.
Gochujang.
It is a Korean. Oh, could you give me a lot of? Yeah, thank you.
A chili. It's like a chili paste.
Yeah, a Korean chili.
And
paste.
again, back in the day when
we first started making this,
we make things. We make bulgogi lettuce wraps, which is ribeye, and it was incredible. But I would go, which I love to do. I would go to the Asian market to find gochujang. But it's just so people love.
Yeah.
I think love cooking Korean now. That again,
down the street
in Texas, we'll find gochujang.
Now we got 30 cup of water.
Got to thin it out just a little bit.
And then we have some apple cider vinegar, and that is 2 tablespoons, excuse me. Those tablespoons and teaspoons.
You get them mixed up.
And then we have some sesame oil. I love sesame oil. We've got 2 tablespoons of that.
Mm-hmm, we really do.
We have 2
Sure.
2 cloves of garlic minced. And we've got some sugar, too. How much sugar is that, Chris? I can't remember.
That is 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
Yes.
Oh, 2, and 2.
That's right.
All right. So I got all that
Again,
there.
you've got the sweet, the gochujang, which we're saying completely wrong, but we're doing our best.
We made these lettuce wraps for like 50 people at a home show once, and such a sweet Korean lady. She came up to us. She goes, "I really like.
This looks really good.
This looks really good." And you know what's actually even what's funny is that. The way that
the two of you fellas trying to say gochujang. And she said it, of course, perfectly. And we said,
"Oh,
sorry." Well, she said, "Don't worry about it."
She goes, "It was cute the way you were saying."
It was.
All right, so here I'll let you mix this up.
I was going to say gochujang has a little bit of heat to it, but not an intense amount. Okay,
mix that up.
I'll mix that up.
But
again, I'm just trying to get this out. That it's got this sauce has a little bit of the sweet and a little bit of the heat.
Yes.
Sweet and heat.
All right. I'm going to make the mayo for the burger, and it's a chili, like a chili mayo.
Sauce mayo.
Yeah, chili sauce mayo. All right. Thank you. So we've got a half a cup of mayonnaise. Got to use the mayonnaise because it's a mayo mixture.
We do.
And then we have a third cup of. Is this chili? This is just chili sauce.
That's chili sauce.
Just
yes.
chili sauce. All right. And then we have one stock or one, what is that?
Those are scallions.
Gosh, I'm freezing up here.
That's okay.
That's 1 scallion chopped up.
Yep.
And then
that's all there is. And then you got the juice of a
all right.
of a
Don't
lemon.
I want that stuff?
No, I'm going to put that in my burgers.
Oh, okay. And then we've got the juice of a half a lemon.
Yum,
look at that.
Yum.
All
Okay,
right.
so while you're
and I'm
doing
gonna mix all
that up, I'm going to make this. So I have got 1.5 pounds. This is going to make 4 nice patties. This is ground Wagyu. I love cooking with Wagyu because it's just delicious. It's got the perfect fat content. But if you don't want to use Wagyu, it's a little more expensive. You could use just a good ground sirloin.
That looks real
It's really
delicious.
good. So I am going to this. We're going to amp up the flavors just a little bit. I've got a teaspoon of ground garlic and a teaspoon of ground ginger. We're just having these
so
flavors.
Good. That little bit of ginger in the burger.
It goes a long ways. And normally put in. I don't know where it is. I'm telling you, there's my sesame oil.
I put it in there.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Good, it's somewhere. We got our flavors. We got our.
That's hysterical.
I know that's okay. At least it's somewhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put.
Yeah, I can smell it. In there.
Sometimes I put a little sesame oil in there, and sometimes I put sesame oil. A lot of times put sesame oil in everything.
Yes, I love sesame oil.
I do too. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to form these into 4 evenly distributed patties, hopefully.
Okay.
Normally I'd be weighing this out, but in the interest of time.
No, we want a big burger.
We do.
Look at that. That is a big burger.
I know, it's a little too big. So we absolutely love all types of Korean food. Tell them about
in New York City, there's a little area of town called Koreatown. And we went for Chris's 40th birthday, the second part of his 40th birthday, because I threw the most amazing birthday party for him ever.
He did. And being my 40th birthday party, that was only last year. So.
Yes. And so the second part of this birthday party was karaoke. We rented this karaoke room in Koreatown. It's so crazy. You go into an office building, like just an office building, and you go up to like the 5th floor, the 6th floor, 7th floor, and you get off, and it's like all of these little private karaoke rooms, and
you rent your own karaoke room.
It's amazing.
And you invite your own friends, and it's BYOB, and they close the door, and what happens in Koreatown stays in Koreatown. But it was so much fun. My mom and dad were there, the family was there.
Blast.
It was a blast. Okay, I'm going to put these in the fridge for about an hour, about 30 minutes, just to let them kind of meld, get those flavors, and then that needs to go in, because that needs to thicken a little bit. And
I think we should add some more sesame oil to this.
It's the one thing and now I need to put some in my burgers. All right, open up that fridge, would you?
Yay!
Look at my kimchi.
I love
Isn't that beautiful? So let me tell you what
it smells.
It smells amazing. So
it's kind of like a Korean slaw.
It is. It is. So what we did is we let that simmer in that water for 30 minutes. Don't worry, your baggie's not going to melt, and at least mine never did. I don't know. You use a good sturdy one, and then all I did is just take that off very carefully. Make sure you may want to use mitts to do this, but then just transfer that bag into a bowl of ice water. That just helps expedite the cooling. You want this to cool off. You can just let it. You could do this a day in advance. I think it gets even better the longer it sits.
Yeah.
So I got my burgers. This all kind of times out as well too. I let it sit in the fridge for 30 minutes, and then you want those burgers to you don't want them too chilled when they hit the grill. So we let them sit out for about 30 minutes, and then I salt and peppered both sides.
Yay.
And now.
And then we've got the Korean barbecue sauce, and we're gonna heat this up. Nothing better than heated barbecue sauce.
Well,
and we're gonna do it on the grill, actually.
Yeah, you can do that. You can heat this on the stove, but it's fun to do it out on the grill.
We got the grill going. Might as well use it,
because we are going to slather these babies with that sauce. All right, let's head outside.
All
shall
right,
we?
let's do it.
All right. Burgers. You got what?
I got the mayonnaise.
Don't those look great?
Oh, wow.
I can tell the smell. I just, these burgers are unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to
I love grilling in August.
I do too.
You would think it would get cooler a little later. I know, we're in Texas.
Okay, so I'm going to build the perfect burger. You got your mayo.
I got the mayo here.
We've got our perfectly cooked, our perfectly grilled buns. I love that.
You got your kimchi.
We got our kimchi.
I'm going to put the kimchi over here because I know you're going to put that kimchi over here so people can see it.
Okay. Okay. Whatever you said sounds good. Okay. Now just do a nice, generous helping of this. See how it kind of thickened up after it sat in the fridge?
Yay.
And also, I wanted to, so the great thing about
Don't you want to put those burgers in there?
Yes. The great thing about this is see how it What would I do without my Loon? Okay, so this, how this kind of thickens up as it cooks out on the grill, that's perfect. That's the way you want to do it. Speaking of which, I am going to now, I'm not going to use my fingers. We've got 4 patties here. I'm going to just pick the biggest one for you, Loon. And I'm going to just put that in there. And we're going to give it like a nice coating.
Because this is going to get
sauce,
messy. I'm so excited.
That sauce is, I put that on a bun. Okay, no, that's good. Okay, so now we're going to do that. Let me quickly put some on my buns because I don't want to forget about me.
Right.
I know it's all about feeding the Loon, but okay, now let's do this one. I'm so excited. Anyway, you just do this and you drench this and
Drench it.
and you get that sauce all over it. Oh, it's so good. Is this a bottom bun? Yes, that's a bottom bun. Okay. All right, now, okay, I don't want to get this all messy. So I'm going to just use my hands.
Hand it over here.
And we're going to do the honors.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I just took a little bit, I licked my fingers a little bit. I know, I'm sorry, that's probably gross. I couldn't help it. And the taste is out of this world. Okay, now kind of let that kimchi drain a little bit. You want some of that juice because it's just so good.
Wow.
It is, I'm telling you.
Y'all.
I think it may be one of the best burgers of all time.
You guys. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, baby. I can't help it.
Let's make sure I can see that real good.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, so fantastic.
Oh, I'm so excited to eat this burger.
We weren't kidding when we said layers and layers of flavor. Right now, let me put mine on my plate.
Like a normal human
Like a normal
being.
person. I'm going to clean my hands a little bit here.
Okay. I think we're ready for some explosion
Never
of
been
flavor.
so ready for a burger. Look how beautiful that is.
I got all over my shirt.
Wesley.
You know it's good when you get it on your shirt.
That's right. That's right.
Unbelievable. That sauce on that meat, and that meat has that wonderful garlic and ginger. Oh. I could taste the sesame oil in that mayonnaise.
Yeah, I was like, the only thing is missing is sesame oil.
I could eat, I wouldn't want, really, this is like.
It is so, I'm just telling you, it is one of my all-time favorites. I say that all the time, but this time it really is really true.
My girl, that is 10,000% Loon approved.
Yay!
I'm sorry, I had to cover my mouth. You didn't want to see all the burger in there.
The bulgogi.
Oh,
That ain't no bulgogi.
that is
That is the best. You guys, would you do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell your friends? That means so much to us. We love you. Do something a little different on your next cookout and make bulgogi burgers.
Do it, y'all, and they'll be like,
I want bulgogi burgers. Bye, everybody. We love you.
Bye.